Hi gamers. I hope you had a nice holiday and the beginning of the year 2011 has been good to you so far. As my first video of this year, I'm gonna be talking about some games I've played recently. We have a lot of platforming here, but first let's check out Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now, some of you that have watched my previous videos might know that I'm not the biggest fan of Assassin's Creed, the story, the plot line, mainly the science fiction aspect of it. I don't know, I'm the kind of guy that the weirder Metal Gear story goes, the better it gets, at least for me. But there's just something that doesn't sit right with me with the Assassin's Creed. I don't know, I just kind of get it's a bit forced. I just kind of get the idea that Ubisoft tried really hard to create something larger than life, and it just falls a bit short for me. The references to history and conspiracy theories, they seem to be put in the game just because. Just because that they would be baffling people and try to give the idea that we're dealing with something larger than life when we're not. At least for me, I don't know. Maybe you feel differently, but just can't really describe it. Haven't been that big of a fan, and of the when we get to Desmond and the modern times, it's always a big turn off for me. I just want to get back to the history. And that's where the real meat of the game is. I'm not a big fan of the present times and the science fiction, and but that's not to say that I don't like this game. I like the series a lot, and in this game I collected all the flags, all the feathers, and all the treasure chests, everything. Really enjoyed this. Don't get me wrong. And really enjoyable, platforming in a very pure form as it is. Even though there are sometimes that the jump don't go the direction that you want, and then a battle can be just hitting one button and then healing up to if you get hit and stuff like that. So it can get a bit repetitive. But just the mood, the ambience when you're walking amongst the crowd and you're successfully tailing someone and you're about to assassinate them in a few seconds, and when your plan works, it's great stuff. This even though I'm not the biggest fan of the plot, the story is so thick in this series that you shouldn't start with this game. I don't know, well, the first Assassin's Creed it's a bit weak on the mission part, so if you're not sure that if you like the game or not, maybe you should start with 2. That's where the story really picks up, and then get onto this, but certainly don't play the second one. Don't play this without playing the second one first. But all in all, quite intriguing stuff. I really love the huge environments, and that's part of the problem for me, because the first games, Jerusalem and now the Rome, the historic places are so great and so unique in video games that they really didn't need any science fiction or video gamey aspects injected into them. In my opinion, they could have been even greater if they just stripped all that nonsense and made a purely historic game and stayed true to that. So it's a bit of a lost cause, in my opinion, but still, great game. Next up, of course, I've been playing Super Mario Brothers. This is the All-Stars version. Of course, I have this on the Super Nintendo, but I don't know, even though some people bash this set, and of course it could have been a lot better, but maybe a lot more expensive as well. I don't know, I would have bought it no matter what it cost, but still, this is a cheap set, a nice set, and one of the biggest pros of this set is that when you get this, you actually play the games again. Maybe you hadn't had the time to play them on the Super Nintendo without this, so it's a nice nice excuse to play the games again. And I played 1 and Lost Levels through all the levels, no warp pipes. And you know, I gotta tell you, I don't know how we did it as a child. These are so difficult games, and always you can only blame yourself. The controls are absolutely perfect, and the level design is still tight as always. But on the NES, you know, you had to play the game through in one sitting. You start with 5 lives. You know, I'm happy that I can get through the 8th world with 5 lives. You know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old, but still, it's great to play these games, and they do look good when you play them through the Wii and you know, through the component cable. Colors are great, and you know, you can even play NES games on your LCD TVs. There's so much lag and all that. So you know, really a blast from the past. If you haven't played this before, you need this game. If you have played this before, go ahead and try how easy they are today. Lost Levels is how many times I've swore after that game. But I still got through it, every level. I'm glad I did. Finally, Donkey Kong Country returns. There's I don't know how many things are left to say about this game. It's absolutely fantastic. Retro Studios is such a talented bunch. First three Metroid Prime games, and now this one. You know, I'm really, as a Wii owner and a Nintendo fan, I'm quite proud that Nintendo keeps producing real 2D platformers. Donkey Kong Country returns, and Kirby, and now, and you know, pure video games. That's what I like. In this, there's a lot of the same elements than were in the Super Nintendo originals, but on the Wii the game looks gorgeous. The controls are, they're not as tight as I would have liked them to be. Everyone seems to complain about the waggle controls. You know, when you have to shake the remote when you do a roll, and you know, there have been a couple of times when I've missed a jump because the waggle wouldn't register, but you know, those are minor niggles. You die so many times in this game on your own right, so a couple of control related deaths don't hamper that much your enjoyment. The graphics are so rich. When you get the depth, you get shoot the barrels into and out of the screen, crash through the scenery, the lighting, the pretty gorgeous levels, and the secrets. There are so many secrets that I have probably gotten half the collectible stuff here. So I've yet to enter the final temple here. It's gonna take me ages to get through this, but really nice feat from Retro Studios that they kept it so true to the originals, but even then made it so modern. It's a great feat of game design, in my opinion. And here's to hoping that they'll make their next trilogy of this game. You know, they only used one animal friend, Rambi, well, two if you count a parrot, but there are a lot of rideable animals left from the original trilogy, so I hope that they add them to the next games, and the swimming levels, all that are still to come, but still an essential Wii game. And that's that for now. and I gotta keep playing too many games to play. I guess I'll make it pretty soon another collecting video. Got my stack of games there to be presented to you. Thanks for watching this video. I see you next time. Bye.